Most video editors spend 6 months trying to build the perfect portfolio and still don't get hired. They keep adding more videos, tweaking their website, overthinking every detail, and wondering why clients aren't reaching out. But here's the truth, you don't need 6 months to build a portfolio that gets you hired. You can do it in 1 week. Actually, scratch that. You can do it in 7 steps at your own pace. And by the end of this video, you will have a portfolio that actually converts prospects into paying clients. Now, I have been working with the several editors for a while now, and I have reviewed over 100 portfolios at this point. So I know exactly what works and what doesn't. I know what makes a client say yes versus what makes them ignore you completely. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact 7-step roadmap to go from I have no portfolio to I have a portfolio that gets me hired. So without wasting much time, let's dive in. The problem with most portfolios. I'm going to show you example of a bad portfolio versus a good portfolio so you understand what not to do. The bad portfolio is usually a Google Drive folder with just raw video files and no context whatsoever. You open the link and there are 10 random videos sitting there. A fitness reel, a gaming montage, a travel vlog and a UGC ad. All completely unrelated to each other. And there is no explanation anywhere. No titles, no descriptions, no information about what the goal was or what results were achieved. The prospect has to watch all the videos and guess whether you are good or not. This is terrible because it makes you look like a beginner who has no focus and no professional experience. Now, a good portfolio is completely different. It's a clean website built on something like Card or Framer. It looks professional, loads fast and is easy to navigate. All the videos are in the same niche or the same style, showing that you specialize in something specific. So if you edit for the finance niche, all your portfolio pieces are finance content. If you do fitness reels, all your work is fitness reels. And here's the key. Each video has context. There is a title, a brief description explaining what the project was, and most importantly, metrics or results. Things like 100k plus views, tripled clients engagement, or increased retention by 40%. This immediately builds trust because clients can see you don't just edit videos, you understand how to create content that performs. That's the difference between a portfolio that gets ignored and a portfolio that gets you hired. So let me walk you through the exact 7 steps to build this kind of portfolio from scratch. And remember, these are 7 steps, not literally 7 days. You can do this at your own pace. And if you hustle and focus, you can absolutely complete this in 1 week. Step 1. Choose your niche, and by niche, I mean the type of content you want to edit. Are you editing YouTube long form videos, Instagram reels, TikToks, podcasts, talking head content or documentary style videos? You need to pick one and just one. I know the temptation is to say I can edit anything, but that is exactly what makes you look like a beginner. Specialists always get paid more than any generalist. So pick the format you enjoy editing the most or the format where you see the most opportunity and commit to it for this portfolio. For this example, let's say you want to edit for the finance niche on YouTube. Now that you have chosen your niche, we move to step 2. You need to find 4 creators in that space who are absolutely crushing it. These should be people who are posting consistently, getting good views, and clearly have a solid editing style that's working for them. So if you chose finance YouTube, you'd go to YouTube and search for terms like investing or something more specific like how to start investing in the S&P 500. Then look at the top results. Who is showing up, who has the most views, who is posting regularly. Make a list of 4 creators who fit this criteria. These are your reference points. You're going to study their editing style and recreate it. And while you are at it, find their contact information too. Insta, Twitter, email, wherever you can reach them. You will need this later. Now step 3. Here comes the actual work. Pick one of those 4 creators and find their best performing video, something with high views and engagement. Download that video and study how it is edited. Look at the pacing, the cuts, the transition, the text overlays and music choices. Understand what makes it work. Then either get similar raw footage or edit on top of that same video. Recreate their exact editing style from scratch. Now this is your first portfolio piece, a before and after that shows you can match the quality of successful creators in your niche. And also, this step alone will teach you more about editing than watching 100 tutorials because you're reverse engineering what actually works in the real world. Now step 4, 5 and 6. Repeat that exact same process for the other 3 creators on your list. Pick one of their best videos, study the style and then recreate it. By the end of this, you will have 4 solid portfolio pieces all in the same niche, all matching the quality of content that's already performing well on the platform. And here's the beauty of this approach. You are not just creating random practice edits. You're creating samples that are specifically designed for real creators in your target niche, which means you can actually send these to those creators as free samples to land them as clients. We will talk about that in a second, but before we move on to the next step, make sure to check the top link in the description. You might find it helpful. Now, step 7, you need to put all this work into a professional looking portfolio. Don't use Google Drive, don't use random file sharing websites, build an actual portfolio page. Use tools like Card or Framer to create a simple, clean website. You don't need anything fancy, just a one-page site that showcases your work professionally. For each of your 4 videos include a clear title like Finance Explainer video, the video itself, and any metrics if you have them like 100k plus views, etc. etc. Here's a pro tip. If you can add phrases like tripled clients engagement or optimized for retention based on what you know about that editing style, it builds even more trust. Now that your portfolio is done, you have 4 high quality pieces professionally presented all in the same niche. This is a portfolio that actually gets you hired. And now here's something most people don't know. You might not even need a portfolio if you do outreach the right way. Instead of sending a generic portfolio link to every prospect, here is what converts way better. Send your prospects your best video in their specific style. For example, if you're reaching out to a real estate creator, don't send your full portfolio with 4 videos from different creators. Just send them the one real estate video which you edited that matches their style. This is 10 times more powerful than a portfolio link because it's personalized, it's specific to them, and it shows you understand their brand. But the portfolio is still useful for 2 reasons. First, when prospects ask, do you have more examples? You can send them to your portfolio. Second, when you don't have a super specific example for a particular prospect, then a portfolio gives them something to look at. Madhav, that's great, but now how do I use the portfolio to land more clients? Good question. Since now you have your portfolio, what do you do with it? You start outreaching immediately. Don't wait, don't overthink it, start reaching out to more prospects. And here's the beautiful part, you already have 4 creators to reach out to because you recreated their editing style, so send them the sample you made in their style and offer your services. Beyond those 4, find more creators in your niche and reach out to them with your portfolio or with specific samples that match their style. But here's the thing most people get wrong about portfolio. They think portfolio is supposed to be perfect before they start reaching out to clients. So they spend months adding more videos, tweaking the design, waiting until they feel ready. But that is going backwards. Your portfolio just needs to be good enough to show you can do the work. Then you start getting real clients and those real projects become your best portfolio pieces. This 7-step roadmap gets you to good enough fast. You don't need 50 portfolio pieces, you don't need to work with 20 clients first, you just need 4 solid examples that prove you can deliver quality work in a specific niche. That's it, that's the barrier to entry. And once you cross that barrier and start landing clients, everything else compounds. Your portfolio gets better with real client work, your testimonials build up, your rates increase, and clients get easier to land. Look, building a portfolio doesn't need to take 6 months. It doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to follow these 7 steps, execute on them, and start putting yourself out there. So go choose your niche, find successful creator in that space, recreate their style, build a clean portfolio page, and start outreach with personalized samples. That's the roadmap. Simple, straightforward, and effective. Most people will watch this video and never actually do it. They'll think about it, maybe start step 1 and then give up because it feels like work. But the few of you who actually execute on this will have a professional portfolio by the end of this week and will start landing clients shortly after. The difference between stuck and successful is just taking action on what you know you need to do. See, I cannot hold your hand and make you take action, but I can only say, please don't stop, it will work out. Peace.